Hey, this is Ethan here at etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install these Titan chain snow tire chains on our 2022 Ram 2500. These are some of the more aggressive chains that we fit, and they're going to help you a lot with pretty inclement conditions like heavy snow and ice compared to a smaller link size or maybe a diamond pattern chain that would be used for less severe conditions. These are a ladder pattern style chain, which means that they go straight across the tire. They're going to be helpful when you're starting and stopping, but they're going to be a little bit bumpier on the ride. You're definitely going to feel that a little bit more. The links themselves are square and they do have grooves running along them, so they're going to contribute to biting into some of that ice and snow. But again, they're going to be a little bit more high profile, which probably isn't something you're super worried about if you're getting chains this aggressive. They're made of a nickel manganese alloy, which should help them hold up to corrosion, weather, and rust more than a low carbon steel might, so you should be able to get a few more seasons out of them. The chains do come two in a set in this light fabric bag, which, as you can see, might not be the best bag for these chains. They're pretty big and there's definitely a lot of points on it that are going to rip a bag like this, so we recommend if you do get these chains, pick up some kind of plastic tote or something that's going to be able to hold up, keep the chains in, and keep the weather out. Overall, the installation of these chains was pretty straightforward though. You can check out how we did that now. To start, the first thing we like to do is to lay our chains out flat, making sure that nothing is twisted or tangled, and we want to make sure that the chains are facing the right way. Make sure they're facing the right way in a couple of different ways. Starting with this big hoop at the end of each set of links, you want to make sure that this flat part is the part that's going to be making contact with your tire, not these pointed hooks on the other end. And you want to make sure that this lever is on the side facing you, because we'll have to twist that after we make our first connection on the back side. Once you have things pretty well centered where you'd like them to be, you start the process by basically just grabbing some of these middle links. I'll use these two right here, and we drape them over the tire, trying to spread them out as evenly as you can, both around the front and the back and on the sides, just to make your life easier when you need to make that first connection on the back side. On the back side, you'll see this hook on one end and some loose links on the other side. In our case, we'll probably go with this third link here. Seems like a good place to start, but we can come back and adjust that depending on the connection in the front. To make our connection on the front, we'll feed this lever through one of the loose links on the other side. We'll go for number 3 in our case. It seems like it'll be a pretty good fit. And we lever this arm backwards and fit it into this loose link. With chains like these, we recommend picking up one of these rubber tensioners because they are not self-tensioning, and as you drive, things tend to shift a little bit. All you need to do is put this on hook side out, similar to how you would put on or take off a tire, following sort of a star-shaped pattern, trying to spread them out as evenly as you can to make sure that as you're driving, the chains will stay in place. We definitely recommend practicing this in your garage before you find yourself out in those conditions and you don't know what to do. Just making sure that you have the chains figured out first. But that's the installation. Make sure you do the same thing on the passenger side as well, and then roll forward and backwards a few times just to make sure things are where you want them to be. Then you're ready to go. Again, like I mentioned a couple times, these chains are going to be pretty aggressive, and I think they will hold up well in heavy snow and ice conditions. If you were looking for something maybe not quite as aggressive, I know Koenig has a handful of diamond pattern snow tire chains that have built-in self-tensioners, so you wouldn't have to pick one of those up. But these are going to do a good job, and this was just a look at the Titan chain snow tire chains on a 2022 Ram 2500.